Hello BookTube! Emmy Walker here to do another book review. Today's book is The Last Apprentice series, Book 2, The Curse of the Bane by Joseph Delaney. Book 2 takes place about 6 months after Thomas Ward begins his apprenticeship to become the next spook, and he and the current spook, his master, have to travel to the village Priest Town in order to get rid of a creature the spook has been unable to dispose of in the past. This creature is called the Bane, and the spook considers it the most dangerous creature he's ever had to go up against. But by going back to Priest Town, the spook and now Tom Ward, since he is the apprentice, bring themselves at risk to be caught by the High Inquisitor. He's a man who thrives on pain, and he takes it upon himself to capture witches, though they are usually innocent, and he acts as the judge, jury, and executioner, and then he takes their properties and he makes money off of their houses. And according to the Inquisitor, Spook is just the worst kind of warlock. He goes against the church and he should be burned at the stake. I enjoyed this book just as much as the first, perhaps even a little more so. The lore present in these stories is so simple and yet so intricately done at the same time. The witches and the boggarts and the other kinds of creatures, there's so many different kinds of each of them, but the simplicity of it is just so, I don't know, so very fascinating, I guess. One of my favorite things about this book, and the first one as well, is that it has the ability to fill me with dread. I love being a little nervous for the characters. I love being afraid to sit out in the dark. I don't want to sit on my, at night I don't want to sit out on my front porch if it's too dark and I'm reading this book. I love being a little frightened. And this book definitely had a lot of moments where it made you afraid to sit out in the dark. I also enjoy getting to see the relationship grow between Tom and the spook. The spook is still very stern and quite a prickle Fritz, but you can see him starting to enjoy Tom's company and starting to feel a little bit more protective over him, and Tom, of course, idolizes him and is starting to see him as a friend as well. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars, not because I didn't enjoy it. It takes a lot for me to give a 5 out of 5. I mean, my standard is pretty much Harry Potter, I guess, and if I didn't want to sit up in the middle of the night reading this book, it didn't earn a 5, I guess, but it was very good, and I would definitely recommend it, especially for younger readers. Like I said earlier, it has some scary elements, so I wouldn't read it in the dark, but nothing too Stephen Kingian. So there's my review for The Last Apprentice series, Book 2, The Curse of the Bane by Joseph Delaney. Let me know down below if you have read this book, or if you are planning on reading it, or if you've read anything similar that you think I should pick up. And thanks for watching. See you later, BookTube.